Android Studio has powerful refactoring capabilities, letting you rename your IDs, move files around, and extract code into new factors. I'll show you how to use some of these features in this project that I created from the empty activity template. First, I'll show you how to rename variables and functions really easily. In this function, I'll create a new local variable called myvar, and I'll set its value to a literal string of hello from Android. Then I'll output that value to the logcat window with println. Now let's say I want to rename that variable. I'll place my cursor in the variable name and then use the keyboard shortcut Shift F6, and that's the same keyboard shortcut on both Mac and Windows. Now, with that little box that appears, I'll start typing the new name and notice that the reference to the variable changes at the same time. The same thing works for functions. I'll create a function that I'll call saySomething. I'll put into parentheses, and then I'll press Command-Shift-Return on Mac or Control-Shift-Enter on Windows, and that auto-completes the function. Within the function, I'll output println something. Then up here, I'll call that function. I'll start typing its name, and Android Studio offers to auto-complete the code. Now let's say I want to rename the function. I'll move the cursor right down here, and once again I'll press Shift F6, and I'll change the name of the function to, say, hello. And both the function name and the reference to the function change at the same time. Renaming is just one aspect of refactoring. In fact, there's a whole menu in Android Studio. You can place the cursor in some identifier, go to the menu and say, refactor this, and you'll see a listing of all the different things you might be able to do. You can rename something, change a function signature, move or copy, or delete something. Let's say I wanted to take some existing code and extract it into its own function. I'll take this bit of code and select it. Then I'll select Refactor, refactor this. Under the Extract section of the menu, I'll choose Function. I'll name my new function my new function. And that takes the selected code, extracts it to the function, and then replaces it where my cursor was with a call to the new function. Those are probably the most common refactoring tasks that developers need to do all the time. Changing names of IDs, changing names of identifiers, and extracting code into new forms. To learn more about refactoring, take another look at the menu, and again choose Refactor this, and explore all these different options that are available in Android Studio.